Hey stars, so welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. So today's video is going to be all about preparing for a new semester of school. For those of you that do not know, or if you're new here, I go to the University of Central Florida and I'm technically a senior, but my credits are of a junior because of the fact that I just transferred here. So I do want to give credit before we get to this video. One of my favorite creators, Keegan Acton, she just filmed a video similar to this, and like it really inspired me to film one like this. So if you guys are like me, then you know we start off on the right foot. We have the planners, we write everything down that's due, but then as the semester kind of builds on, that momentum kind of stops. So this video is going to be all about my tips and tricks of how I try my best to stay on top of everything and make sure that everything is all organized for the semester. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right on to this video. So first things first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up our Canvas, or if you use Blackboard or just whatever system that you use for classes. So for the sake of this video, I use Canvas for my school. So if you guys have Canvas, I'll have chapters down below where you guys can kind of look and see like the pieces, but this is going to be all about customizing our Canvas and all that stuff. So let's open up Canvas right now. Alrighty you guys, so as you can see right here, these are all the classes that I am currently taking for this semester. So I'm taking a history class, physics, anatomy, and then genetics. These two are just like some tutoring folders that you get for certain classes. It depends like the class. So we're going to be changing the colors of these folders. So in case you guys didn't know how to do this, you basically go right here and you click on the three dots, and right in this little color tab is where you can also rename your folders. So if you want to rename it, like for this class I renamed it to history just so that I know that this is where I can find everything for my history class. So you also get these determined colors that Canvas like naturally gives you, but what we're gonna do is we're going to put in specific colors. So in order to do that, you can either just Google like hex colors, or just like colors in general. Like
I do, 'cause sometimes I drive through all of the streets we used to on.
So personally, I'm kind of going for a spring kind of vibe with my colors. I like to match them up to the season of like the semester. So for fall semester I had like neutrals like browns, greens, like colors like that. Look and see, they have some really good ones that kind of fit the vibe. Look. So I think I'm really digging this purple right here. I feel like that's really pretty. And then I like this kind of green. It's showing up more minty on camera, but it's more of like a sage kind of color. And they have some others. I think I also kind of like this baby blue over here, and then maybe this kind of orange. But yeah, so those are the colors that I think I'm digging. So what we're gonna do is you're just gonna highlight them, Command C to copy. You're gonna go back over to your dashboard, and then basically you just highlight this, delete, and then Command B to paste, and boom. Now as you can see a little bit, my genetics class is gonna be this little cute pink color. So I'm just gonna go through and do that for all of these.
First Avenue, that's when I do. That's when I do.
Alrighty, so we've just gone through and we changed all of the folders to cute little springtime colors, and I think they look really good. So another reason why I do this is find just like assignments and things like that. I like to look in a special little spot, which I'm going to show you guys. It's not like a really big deal, but let me show you guys really quickly. So whenever I need to find things on my canvas, this little dash bar over here is literally heaven sent. Calendar is my favorite spot because, as you guys can see right here, to the side are all my classes, and I highlight the ones that I've renamed and that I'm taking. And then on the calendar, as you can see, everything for that class will show up. So because I know my genetics class is this color, these are all things for genetics. The light blue is everything for history, so like the chapter 1 assignment, the crossword, and then so on and so forth. Okay, here's another kind of view. This is February, but some classes don't have all the assignments up yet, but that's just a little way that I like to view all my assignments. You can also put it in agenda view right up here, and that'll give you kind of a like list breakdown. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is your syllabus. Now, I cannot stress this enough. Please, please, please make sure you read all your syllabi, because honestly, it's like your guide to the class, to every single class. It has everything that you could ever need on there. And you know, we're in college, and a lot of professors like for us to be very independent and to make sure that we're looking for the answers ourselves before we even email them, because they do tend to take a lot of time to respond back to us. So 9 times out of 10 your question can be answered if you just look in your syllabus, honestly. So I'm gonna quickly read through my genetics syllabus because I have that class coming up.
Now I take the long way home, avoid what I can.
So I just read through my genetics syllabus, and honestly it had a ton of information that's so helpful. So a few pieces that that I've seen in my syllabus that I think can just generally help all of us no matter the class would be to look out for the contact information for your professor and your TAs, because if you have a TA for the class, you can always email that TA and they might get back to you faster than the professor might. The second thing would be to look for the assignment breakdowns. So inside my syllabus, our professor had just each assignment that we would have and then the point value of it, so that it's easy for us to see, okay, this assignment is worth this much and it's also due this day. Also, look out for percent breakdowns. So each class is different and each professor breaks down their grading scale differently than what you may have been used to in previous classes or even in high school. Another thing to look out for would be your due dates. Oh my gosh, your due dates are so important and so critical, obviously, because you don't want to miss an assignment that's worth a big chunk of your grade, because that's how you fail a class, and we're not doing that this semester, okay? So make sure you look out on your syllabus for the due dates that they will give you, because trust me, like, they'll probably give you your due dates. And another thing would be to look out for their COVID policy. As you guys all know, we are in a pandemic, so knowing what to do in case, God forbid, you do test positive, because you know it can happen. Loads of teachers have and universities will have their own policy for what to do in case you do test positive. So for instance, UCF wants us to basically call a certain helpline, and we're going to inform the helpline, hey, I've just tested positive for COVID, and then they'll probably ask you to send them over the confirmation, and then they will talk to your professors for you and let them know that you'll be out for X amount of days to quarantine and all that jazz. So it's really important to know what your university does in that case, because you never know what can happen. And then the last thing would be to look at like the class's participation policy, because I had a class one time where participation was like 5%, and participation was basically going to Zooms and also answering like discussion posts. And you may think, okay, it's 5%, but that 5% can really help you in the end when you're like teetering on like an 89. That 5% could kind of push you over into like a 90 point something. Okay, I'm just saying. So another tip that I have for you guys would be to keep a agenda, a planner, a to-do list, whatever it is that fits best for you. So what I like to do on my trusty iPad, which she has been heaven sent, a lifesaver for me. So on my iPad, I use the Notability app to take notes for everything. Basically, I use this downloadable calendar that I kind of found. I'll try to link it below, but I'm not exactly sure if I can find it. Here's December, and zoom you guys in. As you can kind of see, I have everything like written down on here. Right here, as you can see, I have like my Orgo final and then my exams. I just have things like this written down for each month. If we even look at November is legitimately the same way. I write everything down for classes and my sorority just to keep me on board with everything. So not only do I use this calendar to keep track of everything in this kind of form, I also like to use my reminders tab. And as you guys can kind of see right here, I have different lists. So in that like reminders list, I'll have everything. I'll have all my assignments and when they're due by, so that I can keep track of it that way. But also the reason why I have that is because I have the widgets app basically, and on the widget, see right here, I have this little widget right here, and whenever I have due dates of anything, it'll show up right here, and then over here it'll have the date of when that assignment is due. So it's absolutely helpful because obviously as a teenager, or a young adult I should say, I'm always on my phone. We're always on our phones, so I know that if I don't get to take a look at my calendar that day, I know for a fact that it will be on my phone. So just to show you guys exactly how that widget works, I'm going to input some of the assignments that are coming up, and I'm just gonna do a little screen recording. So let me start the recording and then I'll insert it right here so you guys can see it.
Always think about you, but sometimes I do. 'Cause sometimes I drive through all of the streets we used to on First Avenue. 'Cause sometimes I don't even know where I'm going at first. All of the turns that I had to unlearn. Back to the surface, the feeling of all that we were. I don't always think about you till First Avenue. That's when I do.
My widget. Yes, I know. If it'll go away. So right here, as you can see, I have 5 assignments upcoming, and boom, they're all right there with the due dates next to them, so that whenever I'm just scrolling on my phone randomly one night, I can be like, oh, I have this assignment due in 2 days. You know what I mean? Like I mentioned, I also love to use to-do lists. So currently I am a more digital person, just because I know that I'll always have all my devices on me no matter what. So as of right now, I am currently using Julia K. Chris. She's another YouTuber that I absolutely love watching. She came out with a weekly digital planner that I actually bought. It's like $5. So here is what the planner looks, or the to-do list looks like. It just says dream plan do, which is super cute. So you can input right here the month, the week, a quote if you have a quote that you're really digging that week, and then it gives you all 7 days and a goals list back down here, notes, and then just a look ahead to next week. So currently how I've utilized mine, as you can see right here, I put that's January, and I have the days right here, so the 10th, the 11th, the 12th, or whatever. Today is the 11th, so I don't really have that much written down. But as you can see, I just have that I have to buy some pink Scantrons. I need to print some anatomy terms for exam 1, and then also I'm put right here to film this YouTube video. And then I also have a plan to edit this video on Friday, just because my days are obviously going to be full with classes. So as you guys can see, there are tons and tons of ways for, you know, us to stay productive and to make it something fun. You know, you're not going to want to do any of this or stay on top of your tasks if you don't make it enjoyable, in a sense. Like, I get it, it's school. Schools aren't always that enjoyable unless, you know, you're doing something that you really love. But school's not always going to be enjoyable, which I get that. I totally relate to that. You know, classes can be hard and challenging, but these are just a few ways to stay on top of everything so that it all doesn't come crashing down on you during midterms and then you're like scatterbrained. This way we can kick off the semester with a good bang and just keep that momentum going, and well, hopefully I'm manifesting all A's for all of us. Well, you guys, that is it. That is all of my tips and tricks that I do to kind of get myself, you know, ready for the school year. Try to, you know, keep myself on that track of being productive. If any of you guys watching, if you have any other tips and tricks that you know work well for you, leave them in the comment section below, because, you know, we're helping each other. We're all in this together, as High School Musical says. And, you know, that tip might help someone. It might even help me, you know. I don't know everything. And, yeah. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I hope that you guys like this. If you're new here, you might want to subscribe. I'm just saying, you know. I'm filming a lot of content for the school year, so I'm really excited for you guys to see that eventually. And while you're here, check out a few more vlogs. I'll have some listed up in the eye there. I recently just got back from a trip to New York, and I have 2 cool vlogs from that trip, so go ahead and give her a little look-see-loo, and I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Follow me on my Instagram, she'll be right here, and also follow me on my TikTok. It's at tenaj.savon. It's the same one on my platforms, which are all going to be in the description box down below. If you guys want to see more content. I love posting like daily vlogs kind of on my TikTok. It's been really fun. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, and thanks for watching.
Back to the surface, the feeling of all that we were.